Hey, it's Tuesday, and I'm Ultra David.
And I'm James Chen. How's everybody going?
So we've got just a ton of stuff to talk about today. This is like one of the most packed weekends that I can recall.
It's not even of events, just like
Everything.
of stuff. Yeah,
Everything happened this weekend. So we're going to talk about, as you can see, a ton of results. Combo Breaker, ELEAGUE, Red Bull Kumite. Also, Core Gaming had a good video that we will talk about. We're also going to talk about new games and updates to games.
No, it's new games and /game updat.
Updates. We got plenty of updates to talk about. Of course, Street Fighter V, Injustice is still new. Ultra Street Fighter II came out. I feel like Rev 2.
Rev 2 came out.
A lot of stuff.
Mobile.
And then, Skullgirls Mobile. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's jump into it, shall we?
Sure. Look, we're going to start. Normally we start with another topic and then we go to the results, but we are starting with results this weekend because this weekend had three of probably the most important tournaments of the year.
Dude, even before we get into the results themselves, I just wanted to address that point. First of all, for Street Fighter V in particular, I felt like this was one of the most triumphant weekends and also simultaneously one of the worst weekends.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, the Combo Breaker was awesome, right? Red Bull Kumite was great. We were there. It was awesome. ELEAGUE was awesome. Those are all super great. Each one individually, great for the game, great for the community. Awesome job to everybody involved. Super unfortunate that it happened all at the same time.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So, huge thumbs up, but
yeah, the fact
that super sucked.
I mean, look, I'm not...
But it was all at the same time.
It was absolutely the right call to make, but it is a shame, for example, that Punk and Fudo did not get to play in Combo Breaker. Right. You know, luck of the draw, and that's the way it's got to work.
Yeah.
This is all back to that whole like VIP rooms and skipping pools, things like that. But anybody who enters the tournament is just another player.
Bingo.
I don't care if you're Punk. I don't care if you just... I mean, Punk doesn't care. He just won a crap ton of money.
Whatever.
But like, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't. You are another player. You cannot get any special treatment when you enter a tournament unless it's an invitational.
Well, fine.
Right? Obviously, if it's an open bracket, you cannot get any sort of special treatment.
No, for sure. So, I mean, that's why those guys didn't get to play at Combo Breaker, but just the fact that was a problem is unfortunate. Like, stuff happened last weekend, and I'm sure stuff is going to happen this coming weekend too.
Right.
But at the level of each of those three things, not really.
I mean, do you think it's because everyone was like, Memorial Day weekend, let's go? You know, I have a funny feeling
Red Bull France worried about Memorial Day weekend?
Okay, fair.
I don't know.
I don't even think about that.
I don't know, man.
Yes, you're right,
maybe that. I mean, certainly that is true for Combo Breaker, but that's been the weekend of the Chicago Major for half a dozen years, maybe longer than that. That's how long I've been going, and it's always been that weekend. So
ELEAGUE might have targeted that one.
Maybe. Right? I don't know. Does it matter what weekend it is if it's on Friday night?
Right.
I don't know. I feel like probably not. I don't know, but whatever. That definitely sucks that they were all the same weekend. So, you know, I'm sure that things are at a level now where Capcom is giving out licenses, which does not happen, which didn't happen for many, many years, because why even bother, right? I feel like they really got to pay better attention to what's happening on what weekend. So
yeah.
So there's that. But at the same time, again, I don't want to be too much of a downer, because each of those things was super awesome.
They were so good, and even to the point where 4 of the players from ELEAGUE went to Red Bull Kumite, and I think the other 2 players managed to play in Combo Breaker, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to look at the list of names.
No, I would have to look too, yeah.
Yeah, but I know 4 of them went to Red Bull Kumite. Obviously, they didn't do so hot because they were jet lagged and everything, but that's not even necessarily true, because one of them did do surprisingly much better than everyone expected, probably. So, all right, let's just get into it.
Let's get into
these results, right?
What you want to start with, man?
Let's start with Combo Breaker, because this is a premier event, and also this one is for every game.
Everything.
So this one, dude, I can't. Like, it was a KI World Cup thing, a KOF, an Injustice, a Street Fighter, and to me, I mean, look, everybody kept saying it afterwards that they're just saying that Combo Breaker is probably, you know, outside of EVO, the most important fighting game event of the year.
Yes,
and,
I believe
and
that's
like
true.
we're only like partway through the year, but I think that's already kind of firmly established at this point.
I think it's very unlikely that anything's going to take that spot.
Yes, and they do such a good job catering to people there as they do to the viewers. The venue is open 24 hours. There's photos of people cracking out on video games until like 6 a.m. My favorite of which, I think Sherry Jennings tweeted out and was like, we're still in here at 6 a.m. playing, and it's like Problem X versus Yipes, and Problem X is like seriously sitting there with his eyes closed.
I saw
He's
that.
just like,
He looks actually asleep.
Yeah, it probably caught him blinking, but the picture was just funny with the context. Yeah. I thought that was amazing. So
yeah. By all accounts, fantastic. Sad we didn't get to go as see a previous conversation, but that happened.
So painful. Because there was just the ST and
Look,
the Vampire
I haven't gotten back through everything. I don't know about you, but I have started a plan of watching all the things that happened at Combo Breaker. And so far, I've seen SF5, and I've seen Injustice, and I definitely want to check out Tekken, because I heard it was super great.
I don't know how you find the time for all this.
Well, yeah, I mean, like eating breakfast or something.
But that's like 3 hours of matches, right? Like
then I eat lunch, and I don't know. It's not that hard.
It's so hard.
I wash up in the morning and at night. Like, I think there's plenty of time in life.
I just got to start watching them while I'm streaming, so people are watching me watch it.
It's not that hard to find time for that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely am going to check out other games as well.
Yeah,
so.
People were saying KI was hype.
KI's on the list, of course.
I saw the Dayton J come back, but even though he didn't win the set, but it was like ridiculous and
definitely going to check that out. I heard a lot of good things about the whole topic.
Yeah. All right, let's go through the results.
Check them out.
Okay, Street Fighter V, obviously. Big premiere event, but of course not everybody could be there, but significant in that, like in the top 16, which was all played out on Sunday, the entire top half of that bracket was all US players. Now, obviously, a lot of the Asian players couldn't make it because a lot of them were at Red Bull Kumite and such like that, but that's still super impressive because let's just go through the top 16. You'll see a lot of those players that are in the bottom half are really strong Asian players, right? So 13th place, NL from Korea with Cammy. Rise, Mena RD with Birdie. Yubiken's Daikoku go with Birdie. And NS Ludovic with Chun-Li and Colleen.
USA?
9th place was NS Joel with Ryu.
USA.
And, to talk about him a little bit, he actually says that he hates Ryu right now. Totally wants to quit the character. He's been practicing Akuma. He just didn't think it was ready for Combo Breaker.
Okay.
Somehow he got 9th place here, though. Hey. So, and you know what? He is getting buffed. Ooh. Oh, man. 9th place, also Cyclops Goichi with Chun-Li. 9th place, Mago with Karin and Rashid. Which was a surprise. He busted out Rashid in a counter pick match. 9th place also Cyclops Dogura with Urien.
Sweet. Man, I feel like Dogura is always just outside of these things.
Yeah, I know, right?
Isn't his name like always 9th place?
It feels like
in SF5?
Yeah. Just spending too much time winning Guilty Gear, basically, right? 7th place, EG/NY Chris G with Guile. Poor Chris G, man. Like,
that sucked.
Someone made the joke that he is the most approachable person in the fighting game community, apparently, because,
So while he was playing against Sako, I don't know if folks saw this, some guy walked up onto the stage. Chris was up 2-0. Sako came all the way back to tie it at 2-2. Then Sako won a round, and then somebody popped up onto the stage.
And told Chris not to sweat it and, be calm. In the middle of the match. People watching were like, oh, is Chris G claiming controller malfunction? What's going on? Because he just stopped playing.
Yeah.
Literally a dude ran up there onto the stage. And according to people who have talked to him, the guy was like, he didn't think he did anything wrong. Literally didn't think... He got kicked out of the venue.
Sure.
He had to get put in Combo Breaker jail at the back of the venue until his friend came to pick him up.
Sure.
But it was just like...
I don't know, man. That's not just a tournament rules thing that you would learn about, just through the osmosis of culture, But that's a person thing.
Chris didn't even know him. It's not like the guy was
even if I know Chris, I'm not his best friend, but I know Chris, I would never do that.
Right.
Nor would nobody would do that. It doesn't matter how well you know Chris. Nobody's jumping up onto the stage. In fact, if you know Chris, you're probably less likely to do that.
Right.
you'd probably more likely not do that.
Someone joked that it was an E-League stooge just to, promote the concept of security,
Oh, man.
No, but, I mean, the thing about it was, they did have security. Like, Hell Pockets, I think it was, or Gibby. I think it was Gibby. It was just like, I should have did a better job. Like, I should have noticed him coming up to the stage. So I'm sure he
Hard
was...
to expect that.
Yeah, but that was really, really strange. But yeah, people kept joking like, the spirit of Marvel at EVO showed up to Christie and was like, I challenge you. Yeah. But the spirit of Street Fighter came up and was like, stay calm. Which perfectly exemplifies the difference between Street Fighter and Marvel,
Right, yeah.
So... but yeah, Christie, 7th place. Also, 7th place, Splice F-Champ, who had the most unfortunate Balrog.
Come on, Ryan.
Well, he ran into 2 Balrogs.
I know.
He lost to Smug and Brian F, dude.
You know you can't play Dhalsim in those matchups. You know it. You are aware of it. Come on, man. While I was watching that, the whole time I was just thinking, come on, Ryan. What are you doing to yourself?
Take another
It's too much on the line.
Yeah, that's true. It's true.
It really is.
5th place was also Hori Sako with Akuma and Chun-Li.
The Chun was good, actually.
Yeah, his Chun-Li is super good. And also Fox J-Wog with Karin. It's funny because the top 8, I managed to watch a lot of the top 16, and I was falling asleep during top 8, so I kind of watched like the first half of top 8 a little bit.
Yeah, I saw the rest of it today.
Oh, okay.
I'm now caught up.
Because I was in France, obviously, and the time difference was
will
crazy.
get to.
4th place, according to Shoryuken.com, is Brain F.
Really? That's funny. Actually, it's a great name.
Yeah, I know, right?
Brain F.
Brain F. Oh my God, that's perfect.
That's a really good name. You should
especially
just go by Brain F.
What he does to his opponents.
Right, exactly.
It's a perfect description now, right? So, 4th place, Brian F. with Balrog.
I'm still laughing at that name. That's genius.
I know. We need to talk to him about that. Because he even said that he couldn't come up with a nickname, and Brian F. was kind of like such a simple name, and so we got to talk to him.
Anyways.
3rd place, Pi Smug with Balrog. So Balrog in 3 and 4th place. By the way, Brian F. getting 4th place. Cue all the people saying that Balrog is carrying people. Like, they don't realize how good Brian F.
He seems like a very strong player.
Yeah, but I've definitely seen some people on Twitter already crying about that.
He beat Chris G.
Yeah, I know. He's a good player.
Come on, man.
He's a good player.
You don't get 4th. I don't care what character it is. I don't care if he's playing Ivan Ooze. He's not going to get 4th place against that competition unless he's pretty good already.
Well, with Ivan Ooze,
maybe with Ivan Ooze. But you know what I mean.
2nd place. CYG, BST, Snake Eyes with Zangief and Akuma, and shockingly, Zangief a lot more this time. And I'm super happy to see him back up there. I mean, it's now consistent for a few events in a row now that he is slowly getting himself back into that position.
Right? Isn't it 3? It's either 3 out of the last 4 or 4 in a row tournaments where he's made top 8, and each time it's been a higher placing.
Yeah.
So... Clearly, he's on the up and up, and he's already
and some of those comebacks. Now, obviously, NuckleDu had a really crucial drop on a flash kick to get himself into losers bracket. I don't know if I spoiled that.
No, I watched it.
Yeah. So, but that's right, you watched the whole thing already. But dude, I mean, you can't say, Snake Eyes got lucky because he's in winners finals. And of course, 1st place, Liquid NuckleDu with Armika and Guile, and. He talked about it on Twitter. We obviously all know his emotion struggles and stuff. And he said after ELEAGUE, he was really down and was wondering, if he just was losing it. And then he said that this win meant a lot for him to come back and gain this win. It helped him with his confidence. Now, my personal worry is that, you're not going to stay on top forever. No matter what. So it's going to happen at some point in time. Someone, even right now with Punk on the rise, right? So, but NuckleDu takes it. So good job to him. He's still one of the best.
Yeah, he definitely looks very good. Mm-hmm. GTO Akira says top 8 West Coast Warzone, Texas Showdown, and now Combo Breaker for
Snake Eyes. He also mentioned that Dogra got 9-3 tournaments in a row.
Right, I feel like I always
you said
poor dude.
Yeah.
Snake's Geef, I feel like excellent spacing and reads and all that stuff. I feel like it's not as technical as it could be.
No, I still don't think it's as Zangief as like stupendous.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's an optimized Zangief at all. So that shows to me that he has quite a bit still to get better at.
But I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily Snake's forte. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he will be better off kind of winning through that emotional, because you know how we used to always talk about how he had great footsies like a Daigo, that he was unlike the new players.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of to his strength. That's where his strength is, that he is the Justin Wong, Alex Valle, Daigo mind kind of player, as opposed to the crazy technical guy.
Hey, option select V skill is pretty good. Just saying.
True.
Alrighty, SF5 happened.
Injustice 2, the first big major first entry into their Injustice Pro Tour. And tied for 7th place was Panda Global's Hayate with Robin and Batman. Dude, it's all the same people who played Mortal Kombat X.
Oh, yeah, totally.
7th place was KDZ with Aquaman and Superman. Everyone played 2 characters or something. 5th place was CR Biohazard with Harlequin and Bane, as well as Noble Dragons with Poison Ivy and Aquaman. 4th place, Circa Forever King, Batman and Black Adam. 3rd place, Yomi Slayer, Aquaman, and Black Adam. 2nd place, Nasser, Tekken Master with Atrocitus, all the way from Bahrain. And 1st place, Echo Fox, Sonic Fox with Deadshot and Black Adam.
Yeah, some of those guys use more characters than that, actually, but that's fine.
But Black Adam seems to be the standout here now.
It's week 2 when this happened, and clearly Black Adam is a good character. He's never going to be bad. He's very good. He's basically the same character as before, except probably better.
Yeah, because I remember he was super good when Injustice first came out. They nerfed him.
They did.
It feels like he's back to super good status.
Yeah, and in fact, he might be better than that character.
Really?
Yeah, he might be. I mean, I feel like a lot of the cast is better than they were in that initial Injustice launch. So, yeah, he's super good. So, not surprising to see him all over the place. Not surprising to see Aquaman all over the place. I don't think that stuff's going to last. I mean, we can talk about this maybe some other time, but I feel like that's probably not going to be how the game ends up.
Oh, yeah. And in fact,
just early and easy and obvious.
I mean, everyone sat there and complained about Deadshot. Deadshot, right? I mean, it's like when people complain about Mika, right? Who was minning with Mika? Evo Champion Fudo, one of the greatest Knuckle Dude. Evo Champion Luffy, right? And if you look at this top 16, I don't know if they just didn't list it, but nobody played Deadshot except for Sonic Fox.
That's all I saw.
Yeah, so, I mean, okay, so Sonic Fox wins with Deadshot.
Yeah. Sorry, the best player won with the best character? No, probably not the best character.
Yeah, I know, exactly. So.
Although, also, obviously a good character and will never be bad, but best character? I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not convinced.
Can we talk about Tekken Master and just how crazy I don't get it. Look, there are some other people playing Injustice in the Middle East. He's not the only guy, but the entire scene in like the whole region is like a dozen people, and nobody approaches his level.
Yeah,
and he travels, so I feel like he probably gets a lot of competition when he travels. But still, he's so secluded. And he goes 5,000 miles away to, like, the nearest strong scene. It's
the only way to beat him.
Nice work, man. I mean, what can you say?
Only way to beat him is to send the cavalry into Bahrain. Reference that you would not understand.
That's true. I don't.
Wondering if anybody would understand that reference. I'm sure somebody in the chat watches the show anyway.
I don't think you can send a cavalry into Bahrain.
Well, unless it's one person.
Oh, no, I mean more for geographical concerns.
Oh, really? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you have to airlift them or have a
It's not even that much of a... Yeah, okay, thank you. Someone got it. So, thank you. Chindog understands. Anyway, okay.
Geography noobs. Yeah, dude, he is super sick. He won MK. I don't know if that's going to be on this list, but he won MKX also.
I mean...
Hey.
Someone joked, like, this is what happens when you play games with good netcode.
Yeah, that probably does help. Yeah. So. But he's just a super strong player. And his decision making, in some cases, I felt was like 2 months into the game rather than 2 weeks. Because there were some times when he did a combo and a launch, and he seemingly dropped the combo. But he probably was looking for them to air tech.
Oh,
and so I feel like he's like already like you're gonna air tech. Like he's like there already. And nobody else is even there. Not even Sonic Fox was doing that stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
nice work. Nice work.
But also, shout outs to SoCal, from SoCal boy Slayer in third place. So great job to him.
It was a really good top 8. I'm happy for Biohazard doing work with the classic grappler zoner combo. Man after my own heart. Looking good over there. And then
I need to watch this because I need to catch like the Harlequin and did anyone play Catwoman? Only Star Charger. Huh?
Yeah, but Star Charger did some good stuff. Yeah. Newbie Cheetah was super awesome actually. He had a great match versus Biohazard. Okay. A lot of good stuff to watch in there.
Okay,
we'll see.
Cool. Sad to see no Flash up here. Oh, man. Anyways, Guilty Gear Rev 2. Top 7. Again, tons of people entered. This is the third highest entrance. 7th place, Fu with Kumhehyun. And 7th place, Fable Kizzy K with Sin Kisuke. And those are the 2 SoCal boys right there. Then at 5th place, Elven Shadow with Faust, of course. And PG Marlin Pie with Zato 1. Did you see the video of him playing like Scott Joplin on the piano? As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, there we go. Another musician who's excellent at execution. Everything fell into place at that point in time. 4th place, VXA Dot Nova with Jacko, who I also was reading some tweets from Marlon Pie talking about how much he hates.
I saw that too, yeah.
Cat Pion, or is it supposed to be caption? I don't know what it's supposed to be. It could be a typo. But Damon Doe from NorCal Slayer, he's just been,
that's so sick.
He's been killing it. 2nd place, also XL Bjorn Son of Bear, or A Murder of Bears, as he's also known by, with Chip Zanoff. I mean, those 2 guys, I feel like maybe the best. It's so weird because like I thought maybe Kid Viper and Kizzy K were the best, but Damon Doe and Bears just hasn't been traveling as much, and like when they're in the tournaments, they 2nd and 3rd.
Sick.
And who do they lose to? Dogura. Dogura 1st place with Raven. So what a shock! What a shock!
Oh, that's cool. Good job, Dogura.
I guess Kid Viper didn't make it to this event because I don't see him in here. So maybe he might have done better. Okay. But like Hamad got 9th place.
Nice one for Hamad.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Decline was there in 13th. Nice. Killer Instinct. Again, I guess it was. I guess the MVP of this of the top 8 was Wheels, who was previously known as Dayton J. I don't know why he changed his nickname.
Because Wheels is the sickest name.
Yeah. Okay.
You don't like Wheels?
I'm thinking Wheels is cool. Yeah. I mean, is Dayton J actually like his real name, or what was that before?
I don't remember, to be honest.
Well, anyway, 7th place was Young Tate with Maya, and Julio with Riptor. 5th place, Circa Nikki with Mira and UA Bass with Spinal. 4th place, XL Thompson with Jago. Now, keep in mind, up to this point, there hasn't been a character repeat at all, right?
Right, yeah.
And then 3rd place is XL Amenti, and this is where a repeat jumps in. But that's because he plays Shin Hisako, Gargos, Maya, Jago, and Mira. And it's only Jago and Mira.
Yeah.
The other 3 are still unique. And then in 2nd place was UA Wheels with Gargos, Saberwolf, and Tusk. Saberwolf and Tusk not being repeats. Yeah. And 1st place was HW Valorax with Cinder, not a repeat.
Look, it's a good game, man.
Dude, the balance is pretty ridiculous. Yeah.
This was.
Oh, his real name is Dayton Jones.
Ah,
so
okay.
So
duly noted. By the way, also in chat, people are saying Kid Viper was there, and Hamad beat him.
Oh, no! Kid Viper might not even be the best in Texas.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
Man. Okay.
Yeah. So this was their Evo because they're not.
Yeah.
They're not at Evo. So all the folks came out, and Valorax is from the UK. International player. Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay.
That's right. Wow. I'm really happy for Wheels. They did so well at a competition like this.
Yeah.
My man Tusk. Up there, I don't know how much work Tusk did because I haven't gotten to see the top 8 yet, but or what else happened?
So how come UK rules like all the other games, right? Like Foxy Grandpa at one point in time, and
he's good. I think the better question is, how come Internationals did better in Injustice and Killer Instinct than they did in Street Fighter V?
Wow. Street Fighter V really is US's game at this point.
Street Fighter V is more America's game than Injustice and Killer Instinct are. Literally American games. All right, Canadians were doing better in Injustice. I forget. Go back up to the Injustice thing. There was it just Canadians? Let me see.
Let's see here.
Who's doing work here? Yeah, a couple of Canadians in that top 8. Oh, and of course Bahrain. So international folks doing well, and then you got the UK winning KI, whereas in SF5 there was but one non-American, non-US player in the top 8, and he didn't get first. No, he didn't. No,
it's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Bam!
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. This one has stayed pretty close to the country at this point. So, 7th place was NB80C Static Alpha and Unknown. 5th place was Joey D and Flux. 4th place, Panda Global's Ray Ray. 3rd place, Circa Jabril. 2nd place, straight off of his great performance at the Danger Room, not enough damage. And then 1st place, though I heard it was kind of free for him, e.g. New York Chris G.
Okay.
Yeah, so Chris G is still one of the best at this game.
Man, you know what I hope, and it might not happen at this point, but Unknown has been getting top 8s for the entirety of the game's lifespan, right? Top 4s oftentimes, top 8s like all the time. I don't know he's ever going to get that big major W, you know? That sucks because he's been so consistent.
So the time he'll place first is unknown.
That's right.
Oh man, but yeah, Chris G too good at that game. BlazBlue Central Fiction 7th place was Koopa Claus with Izanami and Beautiful Dude with Relius. I didn't know Beautiful Dude was at that level in BlazBlue. 5th place Havoc Noah with 9 and 482 Master Steph with 9. 4th place The Arm with Rachel. 3rd place Nakio with Tsubaki. 2nd place Cyclops Dogura with Azriel. And 1st place Panda Global's Super Kawaii Desu with Izayoi. Yeah, and I heard he actually landed an astral finish on him in tournament too.
Sick.
Yeah, so there you go. Good job to SKD. King of Fighters 14. 4th place was Stray Wolf. Well, actually, let me do top 8 because 7th place was Donka. Donka was in there, and so was Mario E. 5th place was Kusanagi and Deshimo. I'm assuming that's the same Kusanagi from Mexico, Latin America area. Because he played on all the CPT events.
I remember the name.
Yeah.
Sure.
3rd place, Laek. 2nd place was, I guess they're both from Vegas, actually. Vegas KOF Laek, Vegas KOF El Rosa. And I guess that kind of makes sense because that's where Romance moved to Vegas.
It's true,
right?
he did.
But 1st place, Arcade Shock Reynold. And
Nice
Reynold actually sent out a tweet afterwards that he felt like that US could be really strong in this game, that he feels like the scene is really strong in the game.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So,
Curly W says it is. Presumably that means that it is the same player.
Okay, yeah, it is. Cool. Yeah, so BG Callisto also said, yeah, that's Mexico's Kusanagi.
Cool, man.
So, Smash Wii U, 4th place was TYE Roy with Bayonetta and Marth. 3rd place, Ned with Cloud. 2nd place was John Numbers with Wii Fit Trainer. And 1st place was Esam with Samus.
What? Is Wii Fit Trainer good in that game?
I mean, I don't think a lot of the stronger players were here.
Okay, fair enough. As an aside, I played somebody on Injustice this morning who was zoning with Aquaman named DaBuzz. And I was thinking,
Really? Really?
Is that... It was actually pretty good.
Interesting.
Pretty good indeed.
Okay. Smash Melee, 4th place was Ginger with Falco. 3rd place was Prince Abu. That's kind of... Anyways. Jigglypuff, KJH with Fox. And 1st place was Duck with Samus. So Samus won both of the Smash tournaments. Yeah, I know. Super Turbo, 7th place, Muffin Man.
All right. He did work this weekend.
Yeah. And Jiggly Norris with Fei Long. 5th place was the Arch Villain with M. Bison and Climax with Balrog. 4th place, Ultra Combo, who won NCR
he's a very
with
good player.
Old Sagat. 3rd was Lord Jimmy Bones with Balrog. 2nd place, Roy Bissell with Old Sagat, Dalsum, and Balrog. And 1st place, Damdai with Old Ryu.
Some of those names bring me back, man.
Yeah, no shocks there. No shocks there. Vampire Savior, 7th place, Xanos. Good job to her for getting 7th with Allbath. And Kyle W. with Morrigan. 5th place was... Xanos has been trying to get me to play some Vampire Savior against her for the longest time. She's a top 8 finisher at Combo Break. Dude, it's not happening.
You're gonna get washed, huh?
Mopped. I'm gonna get mopped. Yeti Ghetto Slaying with Sasquatch, and J1 the Skate with Sasquatch.
Boring.
4th was Dine with Jeddah.
Cool.
3rd, I mean, his Flo is listed as Sasquatch, but
he should be.
He's really a lot of Victor.
Yeah, that's what he says.
But I mean, like, I think he said, like, in top 32 or something like that, like, every character was represented or something like that. So, only if he counted himself as Victor.
Right.
So, VMP DR with Lilith in 2nd place. In 1st place, again, Mighty Mar with Anacris, who was the worst character in the game. Don't understand how that works.
Nice job.
Did I skip Tekken? No, Tekken is not listed
here.
No,
Tekken?
Right. Okay, I'll find it.
It's there.
Okay, do you want to skip the mystery tournament? I don't even want to talk about this. I don't even want to talk about the mystery tournament.
So, Kazmer won it.
God.
Remember our guest who got the Ultra Chen bump? Kazmer, who came on here to discuss his absurd Marvel Infinite list, his lineup, when we were just absolutely...
All right, Tekken 7
could
results.
not think of anything to say.
2nd place was Flo. That was really impressive. All right, Tekken 7 results. Let's go into Tekken 7
He actually texted me, or he DM'd me on Twitter. And in fact, I got it here. He talking about Kazmer, he wanted to come on the show. He says, "Yo, are you guys doing an Ultra Chen on Tuesday?" And I say, "Most likely." He says, "Can I come talk about CB?" Next message, "And bring my trophy." Lol. No, you can't. Boop.
2nd place was Flo, though. Not surprised there. Flo's easy. So.
The funny thing is that, I mean, Flo is... He always seems to do well at that. Like, there are often repeat top 8s in district.
Yeah.
It's just about fun to listen to stuff.
Exactly. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I liked going to Games Done Quick, because they had mystery tournaments there, too. Mm-hmm. And people had to play games that they never played before. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, because you're so good at video games, you start to understand the physics of the game right away. You understand how to take advantage of it. Yeah. It's just a really cool thing. So, there you go. Tekken 7. 7th place, ITS Weapon X with Claudio, and ITS Cuddlecore with Alisa. 5th place was Echo Brawl Pro with King, and 5th place BXA Cody with Heihachi and Kazuya. And no, he did not change the resolution, and he did not blame that on... Cody did not blame the resolution on his loss. After he lost his first game to Tanukana, he went and changed the resolution in the game, and then Kotaku put out an article. It was like, player blames resolution on... And that's not exactly what happened. And there was a big stink drama. I just don't even need to talk about that. 4th place, ITS Peeling with Xiao Yu. 3rd place, Cyclops Tanukana with Xiao Yu, which I made the worst pun in the world on Twitter, by the way. I saw it. I was happy about that because I have equal parts. Come on, that you could do better, and that was amazing, James. So,
nice work.
2nd place, Echo Fox Saint with Jack 7, and 1st place, Echo Fox JDCR with Heihachi and Dragunov. No surprise. Yeah. It looks like Echo Fox's coup is paying off in that game. So.
Well, by all accounts, a really good top 8.
Definitely, Tanukana is like the fan favorite of everybody now. Yeah. So
makes sense.
Good reasons. So
I'm really looking forward to that game coming out.
Oh yes, in 2 days.
The local mom and pop does not have it in yet. I was very sad. I called them up actually on the drive over to James's place.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man, Skullgirls 2nd Encore, also their Evo.
Yes.
So they had over 100 entrants on there. Cloud was 7th place, and Fuzzy Snugs in 7th place. 5th place was Izapi and Swift Fox Dash. 4th was Outlaw Spike. 3rd place was Liam. 2nd place
with Solo Valentine.
Hey, 2nd place was Wing Zero with Solo Philia. I heard Mike Z was like, I can't believe there's 2 solo players in top 8.
Yeah, wow, I gotta watch that. That's amazing.
And 1st place, Echo Fox, Sonic Fox with Fuqua, as well as Fuqua Double Philia. So I guess he had a solo Fuqua as well.
Wow, there must have been like a big shift.
Yeah, but it's funny because a lot of people are always like, oh, Sonic Fox, he wouldn't do well if he played Street Fighter. And like he's the best at like 3 completely different games. You know? Mortal Kombat XL, as you mentioned, I'll do top 8 because it's pretty impressive. Slayer in 7th place. Yeah. Foxy Grandpa in 7th place. But he's probably dedicating more time to Injustice now.
All these guys are.
Yeah, 5th place is Echo Fox Scar and NS DJT. 4th place, BXA Forever King Jr. 3rd place, Echo Fox Sonic Fox in 3rd place. 2nd place was Method Silver Rye. And 1st place, as you mentioned earlier, Nasser's Tekken Master.
That's really good. I didn't realize that Silver Rye got in 2nd. Congrats to him. But if you look at those names, almost all those players got top 12 to 16 in Injustice.
Yeah.
There's like a core of like maybe, in my view, like maybe 10 to 15 people in Injustice in NRS games who are like the guys, more or less.
Agreed.
But man, Foxy Grandpa was not one of them. He got top 8 here, and he did not get top 16 in Injustice.
Yeah, I know. I guess a little.
I'm sure he'll bounce back.
Off day,
he's a great player.
SoulCalibur II, and also just keep in mind, Combo Breaker had like 700 games, so you know. Top 4 in SoulCalibur 2 was POB Isom with Voldo. Mr. T was in 3rd with Talum. 2nd place JPC with Xianghua, and 1st place Money Muffins with Assassin and Sophitia. Where's Flo? Why is Flo not in this top 8? I mean, isn't he like the best at SoulCalibur?
I heard he got busted.
Did he?
I heard he got dunked.
That's funny. Capcom versus SNK 2. Very interesting results here. I like this one. 7th place Olive Guardian. That's
Olive Garden.
That's pretty great.
Okay.
With S Groove, Blanca, Honda, Athena.
What is an S Honda? I don't even know what that would look like.
I know, right? Nagata Lock with 7th place with C Groove, Guile, Kim Vega. 5th place CEO Jabali with K Groove, Kami Hibiki Blanca, or Sagat Kami Blanca. 5th place Renegade with N Groove, Iori Chun-Li. Oh, he just had like 3
Let's
teams.
go, Robin.
4th place, EG, New York Chris G with N Groove, Iori Kim Ryu, or Iori Terry Ryu. Dude, he still has Team Roll into Uppercut, dude. I mean, is that how he's winning?
Chris?
Yeah,
he definitely was doing some janky stuff, but, you know, he's a good player. So.
3rd place, EBT Muffin Man with K Bison, Sagat Kami, K Bison, lots of teams. And 2nd place, Echo Fox Justin Wong.
That's right.
With C Groove, Vega, Chun-Li, Sagat. And 1st place, D44 Boss with this, A Groove, Vega, Bison, and Blanca. Now, Boss obviously has just been coming to every tournament that has CVS2, so he can fund free trips to US.
Right.
Because he basically just wins the airplane fare, right?
Yeah, not getting rich on CVS2.
Yeah, but he's just coming to hang out and to play, basically. He has dominated every tournament. He has blown up everybody. But in this tournament, Justin Wong sent him to losers in the winner's fight of the brackets.
I read that was the first set he's lost in CVS2 in the US since John Choi did it in EVO like 8 years ago.
I would not be surprised.
But of course, he ended up coming back and winning the whole thing.
But I mean, apparently everyone said that was cool because it was super hype.
Like, I watched it. I mean, I was.
Oh, okay.
So we were in France. I had bizarre sleeping hours, so I happened to wake up just as this was happening, and I saw the top 4.
Oh, that's right. I saw you tweeting about it.
Yeah, and it was really good to watch for sure.
Man. But yeah, shout outs to Justin Wong, still with the skill level to send Boss into losers.
You know what's funny is that you could really see that he wasn't on top of it. Like he missed some little combos here, and like he wasn't doing like the ideal Chun combos. He was definitely doing like janky stuff, and he could have killed rounds if he had just like canceled, level 2 into something else than what he did. And same thing with Sagat. So like he wasn't playing at maximum Justin, whereas I'm sure Boss is still playing the game regularly. All I'm saying is, we might have had a USA taking CVS2 if Justin had practiced more. Probably not.
But I mean, like, there's all those people who are always like, man, CVS2 is the greatest game, blah, 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 because of all that nostalgia glasses and stuff like that. But God, like, you watch enough of A Groove Vega from Justin, and you will want to rip your hair out,
dude,
basically.
They both had Point Vega, right? And that matchup is a grind.
People don't remember how much of a turtle game the CVS2 could be, depending on the right characters. Oh, man. God. Vega in that game was... I mean, look, Eddie Lee played that character. It's all you need to know.
Right. Yeah.
All you need to know. Oh, man. But yeah, that's the last game that was listed there. And yeah, so Combo Breaker naturally going to take like 45 minutes to talk about.
Sure.